Welcome back, everybody. You ready for another deep dive?
Always ready. What are we uncovering today?
Well, today we're going to explore the power of hands.
Okay. I'm intrigued. Like physically strong hands.
Not quite, though you'll probably want strong hands after this. We'll be looking at hands in, well, a more spiritual sense.
Ah, now we're talking.
Yeah. We're diving into an excerpt titled Victory and Power Through Our Hands. And he uses a pretty fascinating story from the Bible to illustrate the idea.
I'm all ears. Lay it on me.
Okay, so picture this. The Israelites are in a fierce battle with the Amalekites. Things are looking pretty rough for the Israelites.
A classic Bible story showdown.
Exactly. And up on a hilltop, overseeing the whole thing, is Moses. Now, he's not down there fighting, but he's holding something pretty important, the staff of God.
Okay, I see where this is going. The staff of God, a pretty potent symbol.
Exactly. And here's the interesting part. When Moses raises his hands, holding the staff, the Israelites start winning. But when his arms get tired, his hands drop.
Oh, I bet the tide turns.
You got it. The Amalekites start gaining the upper hand. So it makes you think, right, what's the real significance of those raised hands?
Right, because it doesn't seem like it's about physical strength, does it?
Not really. The text we're looking at suggests it's more of a symbolic gesture. It's about connecting to a higher power, seeking divine support,
Like surrendering, but not giving up surrendering to something much, much greater.
Yeah, exactly. Surrendering to a greater force.
And this leads us right into the idea of prayer. The text draws a parallel between Moses raising his hands and us lifting our hands in prayer.
So are you saying it's like we're saying, okay, I'm open to receiving guidance and strength from above?
Exactly. You got it.
Interesting. And there's this quote from Psalms 141.2 that really struck me. It says, "Let my prayer be set before you as incense. The lifting up of my hands is the evening sacrifice." What do you think about that?
Well, I think comparing raised hands to a sacrifice, to an offering, is powerful. It's like we're offering up our will, our desires to a higher purpose, right?
Right.
And the text even calls this a strategy of the Spirit, almost like,
Wait, a strategy of the Spirit. What does that even mean?
well, it suggests that there's more to prayer than just, reciting the words. It's about aligning our entire being, physically, mentally, and spiritually, with our intentions. Raising our hands becomes like an outward expression of that inner alignment.
Oh, I see. So it's like embodying the prayer with your whole self, not just saying the words.
Exactly, you're getting it.
And it makes me think about something from 1 Timothy 2.8. The Apostle Paul encourages us to pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands. It doesn't seem to be about a specific ritual or place, but more about, well, how we approach prayer.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's about cultivating a constant connection, regardless of where we are,
So let's talk about applying this to our own lives. Our listeners are probably thinking, okay, so I just need to raise my hands when I pray.
Well, it could be that simple,
Yeah.
but it's more about the intention behind the gesture, I think. It's recognizing that we don't have all the answers, that we need something bigger than ourselves to guide us.
I like that. And, we can even think about it metaphorically, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, what are the hands we need to raise in surrender to get through a challenge? What are we clinging to too tightly?
Ooh, that's good. That's really good. So it's not just physical. It's about recognizing where we need to let go to surrender and allow a greater force to work in our lives.
Exactly.
Well, this has been a powerful deep dive. And you know what? We weren't talking about building biceps or anything like that. This is about unlocking a different kind of strength.
Absolutely. The strength that comes from surrender, from recognizing there's something bigger than ourselves.
Exactly.
And if this ancient practice holds this much power, imagine what other aspects of faith we might be missing. It makes you think, doesn't it?
It really does. Lots to ponder.
Absolutely. It's an invitation to explore, to see what we can discover about our own spiritual journeys.
Well said. Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. See you next time.
Until then.